And this is the stream. This is how the stream is going to be.
Every click is ticking my computer 20 seconds to realize. Because the battery's low. It has a really hard time if the battery's below like 50%.
That's good.
Jason, hey everyone. Brent across the mail. Hello. Chris House. Yo, Calamity. Hi. Shine Ron. Eyeballs. Game Go. Boo. Mr. Hyman Cannon 2. I was just playing Zombie Catchers. Alistar Quill. Hello. Jimmy. Evening peeps. The Wizard MF. Hi.
Hi. All right, and that was today's stream.
Yeah,
thanks everybody for showing up.
Yeah. We have one more video coming out this week. Crash TV. The local game store didn't have the Sloppity Biopiper, but they did have a box of Chosen, so I got those as a tweet.
Nice. Sloppity Biopiper.
All right.
Hellions. Beam Entertainment. Wasn't today going to be a battle report? No, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be the battle report.
Got these guys because I saw them on eBay for 20 bucks. And I thought, yeah, I'd like to paint those up.
That'll do it.
And I'm going to be doing the bases live. Because I didn't do them earlier. As soon as my computer realizes that I'm trying to insert a text layer.
All right, so we'll be here for 10 minutes.
You can do it.
And while we wait,
Nice.
I'm going to have a delicious Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Because this stream is sponsored by Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Chris House, Jay and Nick already have a couple exceptional battle reports on their channel. Just go watch those.
That is true.
Yeah. People are like, where's the battle reports? Just go watch those. They're really good. Sean's in one of them. Crash TV. Jay, you are all about the base. No troubles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at this gigantic bag of Games Workshop clear flying stands. I don't really like the Games Workshop flying stands. So I'm going to be, for the most part, covering these up.
I love them because I'm a real shill.
Mm-hmm.
They're really great.
Oh yeah, top notch. 10 out of 10.
Henry Maxey, love your vids. Just recently found you guys, and you are exactly what I have wanted.
Yeah! We make a couple of videos.
Exactly. Name one other person making more videos. Exactly. Those like 40k stuff.
Mm-hmm.
BG95. Jay, I'm gonna have to get Hellions now.
They're pretty cool.
Ooh, Jason M. Auspex Tactics.
Oh yeah. Oh, he does a different sorts of videos than we do.
Yeah, they don't count.
We haven't done a tactics video in 7 years.
We did have at least one.
Mm-hmm. Back in good old-fashioned 6th edition, when we didn't know the rules. To be fair, 6th edition was a mess.
Right.
Ooh, although there's rumors that 10th edition is going to be a big old reset, which I think is just fine. I don't think that's a big deal or a big shock to anyone. At least it shouldn't be. I mean, 9th edition is fine. I've heard good things about 9th edition. I've heard bad things about 9th edition, but in general, it seems like 40k is just feeling like a really old game and could use a little modernization. Oh, look, this one has a little bit of broken off flying stand already in there.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But
Silver Samurai, it'd be cool to see Jay paint up some Infinity models. I have a bunch of Infinity models. I have an entire army. I don't know what they are. I have it in a Google Doc. I have a Google Doc even about it, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Joe Runge, best raid promotion ever.
Yeah!
Yeah, everybody.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Everybody has to go download Raid Shadow Legends right now and use our code.
My
From
dog
all the
Yoda
members.
already has a level 8 sniper.
Damn, that exists in the game, I'm sure.
It is. I think there are snipers. I think
Really?
that's what they call range attack
Oh.
heroes. I think maybe. I mean, I'm right.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have hundreds of hours in the game. Northern, hey guys, first time catching a stream. What are your thoughts on the new squat trike? I like it. I think they're cool. I like the squat trikes. Weirdly, the trike riders decided to actually wear their clothes.
That's very very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Citrus says, I hope 10th edition will have more war gear variations for Primaris. Probably not, because they don't sell models of that. I mean, you can still take, you still have options on the sergeants. And on, they have a lot of special units, like Hellblasters and Aggressors, and Inceptors, and Protectors, and Perfectors,
And professors.
and Professors. Annihilators, Invigorators.
Yeah, I think they could go for less options, just in general.
But no, there probably won't be a, hey, you can take one heavy bolter. Probably won't do that. I don't think it's the end of the world that we don't get to do that anymore, because it never really mattered. I mean, yes, there was the famous tactical squad spam where the 10th guy in every squad had a las cannon, but I mean, that list didn't even work in 7th edition. It was just a meme.
Alex Gilmore, what do you guys think of the new Khorne Berserker reveal? Uh-oh, somebody didn't watch Models of Memories.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Awkward.
Nick Smith, Jay, do you read any non-40k Black Library? If so, do you have a recommendation or a favorite? I've only read one. I read Soul Wars. It was like the first novel for Age of Sigmar, and it's really good. I think it is called Soul Wars. Really good. I really enjoyed it. I should read more. I'm really excited. I got a book recommendation. What's it called? The Three Body Problem. It's like a trilogy. It's an old sci-fi series. I think I'm going to try to listen to that on Audible.
Henry Maxey, what is your favorite kill team that you ever made?
I really like how the Tau painted up. The Kroot. I gotta say the Kroot. I love the Kroot.
And the Tau, like the stealth suits?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
I like how they're painted. Crash TV. Jay, I know you love the Black Templars. What are your thoughts on the Black Templar army? Set box. My hobby shop has a few in stock, and it's tempting to get one for my pile of shame. It's on Amazon right now for $97, and I think it's probably worth it for $97. Especially if you don't have any of that stuff yet. I think the whatchamacallit, the Combat Patrol is slightly better. And what's a little annoying is that the Combat Patrol comes with the Marshal, and the Army box set also comes with the Marshal. So there's not a lot of great overlap if you buy both of them.
Measure 9000. Crude or Grimdark Gungans?
Gungans!
The Gungans. The Gungas. Gungas.
Rump, I'll never get over the fact that the new Kill Team box has a team of literal Space Marines in it, opposed to Buzz Lightyear boys. So I've seen, so they're not really like the Marines though, because the Marines don't operate in space. I guess like it's like they call themselves the Navy, but they're not the Navy. They have ship, like they call their spaceships ships. It's kind of different. Many minis, do you have any suggestions on materials, books, videos, exercises to understand and improve the contrast tones in my painting? I feel stuck in this and I'm not improving. I mean, Marco Frassoni has tons of amazing videos. Vincey V has a huge collection of like high quality painting tutorials. Travarion has a lot of super high quality stuff. Lila Miniwitch, her stuff is phenomenal. Collective SG, he's really, really good. He has a very unique style. Andy Crimson, AI is going to take over the world. Also, hey everyone.
This is true.
I agree.
We know this well.
Captain Blue, opinions on the Grimaldus model. Love it. Love everything about it. 10 out of 10. Perfection.
The old one's better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how excited I got. Oops. Internet man, just like the new Corn Berserkers J.
I mean, I don't dislike them. I feel like they're just missing a few somethings to make them perfect. Like the old Corn Berserkers wore leather gloves. I feel like leather gloves would have been a nice little touch. They had bandoliers. I feel like bandoliers would have been a nice little touch.
I would not know the difference between that and a normal cast Space Marine.
Yeah, I mean they're the same.
I think that they should have kept the helmet similar.
Yeah.
They
Well,
should have done a good
technically,
job.
the Corn Berserkers old Corn Berserkers had a bunch of different helmets. Some of them were weird skulls. Some of them were like Boba Fett shaped helmets.
So maybe that's gonna happen.
Maybe that's true.
It's not, but maybe it will. Because I want some cool helmets at least. Internet man, I mean, we just saw 1 miniature out of 10, and they do show off the worst one.
Yeah, they really do.
Beam Entertainment, would you recommend the 40k Recruit Edition box?
Yeah, if you want it. I think it's a good box. Do you like Space Marines and Necrons? Because like if you love orcs, it's probably not a great box.
Right.
Northern question: what is the best character in 40k and why is it the Silent King? I love the character of the Silent King. I think that the War in Heaven is a better story than the Horus Heresy. Now, to be fair, it's a lot more mysterious and not fleshed out because it's like a 5-page story versus a 50-novel series. But I really like the story of the War in Heaven.
Andy Crimson, do you think that they show off the worst looking mini so when the rest of the box comes out, the rest look outstanding?
Maybe. I don't know. I wonder if just they think that they did show off the best looking mini.
I feel like they always it's not that they show off the worst one, they always show off the most normal one.
Yeah.
And yeah, that it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Water Faucet, have y'all worked with the new Games Workshop contrast paints at all? They were supposed to send it to us, but it got lost in the mail.
Yeah, but I've painted with a few of them, and I would say the black and white are exceptional, and the other ones are fine. They're pretty good. I really like
because they don't like us.
I really like Army Painter contrast paint because it's the same exact thing but a lot cheaper.
Gee Whiz's Workshop. I like the Armor Painter speed paints, but I wish they had a set as large as Citadel's.
They have a lot of colors. I mean, I feel like you don't want a bajillion different colors because you're not going to use them up. I think it's perfectly fine to only have like 1 or 2 blues, 1 or 2 greens, 1 or 2 reds, and then you can mix and match and get whatever color you need. I don't think anybody should get the $600 Games Workshop every single contrast paint. That's just, you're not going to use it all up. You're gonna end up spending a lot of money on paints that you never touch.
You don't know me. But you're right. Yeah. Monitor. No, Jay, I'm addicted to paint. My friend brought the every contrast paint bundle. What a goose.
Yeah, I would say maybe buy a couple of paints and then like some models. I would say that's the trick.
I don't know.
JP got rockets. Have you had issues with Army Painter speed paints reactivating? No. They do reactivate a tiny smidge, but it's very predictable. I've actually used the reactivation to like do some really interesting painting effects. And I mean, I've painted like 70 models with Army Painter speed paint, like predominantly Army Painter speed paint, and they turned out great and fine, and I had no issues. And I don't think I got special Army Painter paint. I think it's just not that big a deal. I was watching a video where they were showing off the reactivation, and the tricky thing that they showed off that like they could, if they wetted the paint, that like some of the color would come off, but like don't do that.
Right.
Like don't
Why
take
would you?
water on your brush and try to wipe the paint away.
Right. But I heard that the paint just melts off.
That is true. After about a month, your models are gray again. That's the only downside.
It just eats through the primer too.
Now the cheese man, green stuff contrast could be interesting. Way cheaper, but hard to get a hold of. That is true. Yeah, the green stuff contrast is very interesting. Because it's coming out in 60 milliliter containers. So, whole bunch. Honey bunches of oats. Honey bunches of speed paint.
Everybody knows how I feel about honey. Radio Minis, if you're a slow painter like me, Army Painter won't reactivate if you only put on one color a week.
That is true. After like a day, it really is not, you're not going to have issues. And really, I mean, I put on speed paint, wait a second, and then start layering more highlights on top, and I don't have problems either. One thing I don't like about Games Workshop contrast paint is it dries quick, which is kind of a problem. Like you almost have to rush when you're putting it on to make sure that you get, because you want to apply a full wet coat wherever you're trying to put it down, and then you want to manipulate it a little bit before it's dry, and that's hard to do with how fast it dries. Army Painter speed paint dries a little bit slower, and I feel like it's a lot more forgiving.
Blake Green 82, I heard you could use the Army Painter Speed Paint Medium to water down a normal paint like you normally do with water and paint, and it won't reactivate.
I don't think so. I think it'll behave exactly normally. I've used up almost an entire bottle of contrast or speed paint medium. And I like it. It thins the color while keeping the formula intact. But I haven't noticed it changes anything in particular about how the paint behaves. Northern, a series about the war in heaven would be amazing. Let's find out what the true power of the Catan was like. I mean, it was probably pretty crazy. Like, the war in heaven was a million times bigger than the 30k Civil War. Like, it was the entire galaxy in brutal war between the Necrons, the Catan, the old ones, the Eldar, and the Orcs. Sure. No, Jay, I'm addicted to paints. Zachary Davis, I need advice for finding a color scheme for a mini I want to paint, but no scheme is coming to me. Look on Pinterest. Or maybe Instagram.
Crush TV, what about disappearing / reappearing ink when just when you think your mini is gray, it suddenly's not?
Yeah.
Do it. Rump, how long till you think Gazgul becomes a Krork?
I don't know. I mean, he's as powerful as he is now. He's nowhere near a Krork. Like, Krorks were insanely powerful. Like, their armor would be like Iron Man nanotech armor. Like, that's how advanced they were. So probably a fair bit away. I could see, though, Games Workshop coming out with, like, a squad of, like, baby Krorks, or, like, almost Krorks. I can't believe it's not Krork. Or it's, like, orcs that are, like, super tactical and intelligent, and you get, like, 3 of them, and they're kind of like, they would probably be, like, Adeptus Custodes in terms of power level.
It's also a really clever name.
Yeah.
Krork.
It rhymes with dork.
Yeah, and orc.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Vertical Mammal, also Mork and Gork. Morganut, Gorgonut.
Mm-hmm. Shivox, Jay, why are you gluing plastic flying bases to wood chips? I'm sure I must have missed something for some reason. I'm making bases for my Dark Eldar Hellions. They're going to be flying over, like, I'm going to say that they're going to be flying over a mountain. So I'm building chunks of the mountain. And I'm going to decorate them and then glue on the flying stands. It's going to be great.
Jam Styles, do you think Eldar are magically delicious to Tyranids?
Probably.
Yep.
Magically delicious, secretly nutritious. The Wizard of FJ with flyers like the Landspeed or Storm. What do you think? What do you do with the bases to try and match them to your army or leave them clear? I always match them to my army. I don't like the look of the clear bases because in theory they're clear, but in actuality they're super glossy Lego lightsabers. And they don't look clear at all.
But you know what is going to be clear? My piss, because I'm drinking bubbly. Some sparkling water. After my treat of my ginger ale. stream is also sponsored by Bubbly.
Yeah. Oh, I wish.
Canada
Oh,
Dry
we would
and
make
Bubbly.
such a great ad for Bubbly.
Yeah. Just it's 100% done in burps.
Mm-hmm.
Gee whiz, the workshop. I'm drinking caffeinated bubbly right now, Nick. I'm drinking not caffeinated. It's cherry flavor with other natural flavors. It's perfect.
JB Got Rockets, Liquid Death is the best sparkling water. Fight me. I've never heard of Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
JB Got Rockets, Twisted Tea right now. It's okay. Twisted Tea is okay. It's okay. That's my review of Twisted Tea.
I like it.
It's okay.
It is okay. Rump, sparkling water, more like drain cleaner, because that's where it belongs. Yeah, I need my drain cleaned. That's why I'm drinking it. I like bubbly because it's kind of disgusting, and people have opinions about it. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
The sparkling water in general.
That's cheese, man. I spilled my first bottle of Games Which I Paint this week. It was a doozy too. Black Tumbler. Nice.
Damn. Yep.
Ooh, these are really stuck to the tape. Ooh, you know what?
Rump.
You know what? Pro move. I'm gonna take the tape off.
Damn.
Boom. Now I can peel it off nice and gentle.
Rump, boof the bubbly, Nick. That's what I'm doing. I got a hose.
Irfin, Daniel, how many kill teams do you have? 17?
Zachary Davis, what's y'all's favorite dinosaur?
Pachycephalosaurus. I like Pachycephalosaurus.
G-Wiz Workshop. 17 kill teams. Wow. And it's called an addiction.
Jason M, your mama soars.
Ooh. Wow.
I'll probably glue in the flying stands, or drill a hole for the flying stands. But first, I gotta milliput. Gotta add a bunch of milliput to blend them into the base. And add some sand. And I think I want to add spikes with skulls.
Spikes with skulls.
Weber, I made a Blood Angels army made from the Black Templar Combat Patrol. Jay, as a Black Templar player, is that heretical? Nah, that's great. You get some really cool bits. And the trick is you paint them red. And then they're Blood Angels. Boom. It's kind of like not a lot of people know about that strategy, but it works really well. Alex Gilmore, what is stronger than Hive Tyrant or Swarm Lord? I don't know. Magnus?
Nicarise, at this point, which kill teams don't you have?
Tyranids, Grey Knights, Adeptus Custodes, the normal Eldars, regular Eldars, Dark Eldars, Adeptus Mechanicus, bunch of the Chaos.
All the ones that I have.
All the ones you have. Probably like 10. There's a lot.
Yeah.
James C, can you guys put some Celine Dion in the background? Coming right up.
Yeah, we can get the rights for that too. Pretty crazy.
I'm kind of surprised you don't have a Grey Knights or Tyranid kill team. I want a Grey Knights kill team. I really want to do like a fully kit bash Grey Knights kill team because I feel like the Strike Squad are a little too old and weenie for my taste. So I really want to buy. I really wanted to buy a whole bunch of Indomitus Blade Guard veteran to use their bodies and legs, but they kind of go for a lot of money because people really like those models because they're awesome. Vertical Mammal, do you know what teams might be in the box after Into the Dark? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Night Haunt and Fire Slayers. I have a little insider information.
I think you nailed it. It's pretty crazy that you knew that.
Speaking of Magnus, I got a pretty hot take. I think the 40k model is ass. I don't know. I think you're crazy. I think that model rocks. Have you seen his nipples?
They're delicious.
Northern, I want a proper Necron kill team. Give me a unique group of Triarch Praetorians. Well, you can take Triarch Praetorians in a kill team. You can take Flayed Ones, Death Marks, Immortals, and Warriors.
Alex Gilmore, I miss Space Hulk. Yeah.
Me too. Northern, I want a proper...
Sense?
I want a... do we got rockets? You only want them for their bodies? Well, at least you're honest. You know, I'm objectifying them. They're more than just a pretty dick tabard.
Oh, Dick Tabard.
Webs, I want to make a kit bash of a biker squad, but using the Age of Sigmar horses since they should be in the same scale. For Space Marines, for Imperial Guard, for Skitarii, for Genestealer cults. Like what models? Because I feel like Space Marines would look pretty ridiculous on horses. I don't think the Age of Sigmar horses are big enough to pull that off. I can still put them on there and it'll look like something. Buckaroo Ben, you think he'll be getting any squats? No.
If they come in a kill team box.
Yeah, if they come in a kill team box, we'll probably get them.
Actively narcissistic. Space Hulk. Looks cool, but the models seem hard to paint.
They are very detailed, but maybe it's just a challenge.
Forge Father Jester Tips. Hey, Jay and Nick. Enjoying the videos and streams, doing some Legion Dark Angels. Any tips on doing black armor with a green tint or hue to it?
Absolutely. Last week's Wednesday video called Games Workshop Models Are Too Detailed and Obnoxious. I show a recipe of how to paint black armor using Black Templar contrast paint, Nuln oil, and a little drop of Leviathan blue. I would say you just make up the same thing, but instead of Leviathan blue, you put in maybe 2 or 3 drops of whatever contrast dark blue-green they make. And I think that would give you a lovely black armor with a slight green tinge.
Bap.
Geez, man, for my blood angels, I bought some Custodes legs. Holy, they're big. As tall as Terminators. As tall as a Terminator's chin. Bad idea. Nah, I feel like that'll be fine. Because make sure that you like put on the shoulder pads, because that'll make the upper body seem a lot bigger. I could see him looking really weenie if it's just the torso, the tiny little Space Marine torso sitting on giant legs. But once you fill it up, it should look pretty good. Infern Daniel, hey Jay, if you ever get into Horus Heresy, what legion will you choose? Probably the Sons of Horus, because I own the Primarch Horus. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. And I like the look of the green warriors. They're kind of like a blue green, like a tealy, like a green teal. I like them. Dr. Rhino, well, hello there, streamers. How goes it? Most handsome of YouTubers. Dang right. Get out of here, yeah. Zumakito. Zumakito is very handsome.
It's the beard.
Mm-hmm, it is. And the guns.
Oh, the guns. Sonk, when do you plan to paint Horus? None of your business. That's when.
Yeah, none of your business.
But tomorrow. It's actually going to get painted up tomorrow.
It will be, right after the battle report.
Yep.
Kenton tips, keep it up. Maybe do a video on Warhammer 40k on the go. It's hard. I have totes. I have little totes that I carry models in.
Totes.
Relivo1, I love your videos, but it's almost 4 in the morning here in the UK. Any advice for spending tips for someone interested in Star Wars Legion? Yes, the Star Wars Legion starter sets are excellent. They have one for the Empire and the Rebel Alliance, and they have one for the Clone Trooper Army of the Republic and the CIS forces, CIS droid forces. So if you really like the original trilogy, I would get the Rebels Imperials one, and if you really like the prequels, then I would get the Clones Battle Droids one. It comes with the dice, it comes with the movement tools, it comes with the rule book, it comes with tons of minis, heroes, troops, a vehicle thrown in here and there. Really good.
Titus the human. Nick sounds like a whiny 9-year-old. Nuh-uh.
He's telling. Jesse Lippin, Jay, I've decided to do Drakari. For my new army, I bought Witches and Lilith Hesperex. What next? Scourges, Combat Patrol. Have you finished building and painting your Witches and Lilith Hesperex? Because I'm sure if you have, and I'm sure you have, maybe another troop choice? Maybe more Witches or some Cabalites. Are Rax a troop choice? Probably not. But yeah, I would say, yeah, don't be afraid of loading up on troops, because you'll need them.
Troops.
Transports. Transports are often overlooked. And the Dark Eldar have some really good transports. They're really cool looking. The Raiders and the other one.
Ravenger.
Mm-hmm. Although technically I don't think one of them doesn't have a transport capacity. It just has some big guns.
And it cannot lie.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Rhino, happy to report that I was able to paint a little bit for the first time since surgery 3 weeks ago.
Sweet!
Felt so good to paint. That is awesome.
The Seventh Night. I got 2 boxes of these guys recently. I love them so much. They have sort of the same big booty problem the Orc Boys have, but you can make them so dynamic that it's all good. Yeah, and at least for them it sort of makes sense because they're like chained at the hips to their speeder. And so like there's like a reason that they're leaning like they have that weird pose.
I like to think that they're twerking on it.
Yeah, I mean they're the Dark Eldar. They probably are. Dr. Rhino, what'd you paint?
Good question. Bloated bladder. My bladder is still bloated. I think I might go to the doctor soon. Sounds like a good idea.
JP Got Rockets, has anybody ever invited you guys to a GOH at a gaming convention? GOH. Gun on Hoth? Be a weird place for gun guns.
I think you nailed it.
Lucky Bat and I were watching the show Sense8, which I didn't like very much, but there was one line that was absolutely hilarious for one of the characters. It's kind of an intense moment, and one of the characters says, "All acronyms are scary." And I just thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That's really funny.
Yeah, we watched the first 4 episodes, I think, which each episode is an hour. So I would say if you're a showrunner, if you're making a TV show, have the first 4 hours be pretty good. Because I've heard great things about the show, but it's boring. I don't care. Maybe it gets good, but I'm not willing to invest that much into it.
I always hate it when people are like, yeah, it's a great show. You just got to skip the first 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Interesting. It's only 6 seasons long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people always say to skip the first 2 seasons of Star Trek. What's the one with Picard? Next Generation. But like you're gonna miss out. Season 2 probably has some of the best and some of the worst episodes in all of Star Trek. But I mean, it was worth it for Measure of Man. Greatest episode ever. And you would miss Shades of Grey, which is the worst episode ever made. Titus the Human. Jay, if you had your own 40k movie, what would be your cast? Digital folks. It would be a computer, a CGI movie.
It'd be AI generated.
It would be.
You just feed all of the Black Library books into it. And all of Angels of Death. And then that's the show.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Rhina, it was a random D&D character I have been given a fun little model to ease back in with. Noish.
I love it.
I was commissioned to paint somebody's little D&D character. I watched a YouTube video about the different factions of D&D, but I forgot everything. It was like a demon, sort of, but not a demon. It was whatever the D&D not a demons are, because D&D also has demons. But y'all can also play like red people with horns that aren't demons.
Right. Someone will know. I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of dorks that watch this stream.
Well, I mean, anybody who plays 40k is obviously a Chad.
Right. There's probably a couple dorks in there, though.
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
Vertical mammal. Riker's beard! Yeah, if you skip season 1, you won't see a Riker without his famous beard. Dr. Rhino, Measure of a Man is so good! Oh, it's like the best. It's like the best thing ever. And you know what? Season 2 is a lot less racist than season 1.
Amazing.
Yeah, Star Trek is definitely a show where I don't love every episode, but I absolutely love the show. And you know what? It's fun. It's fun to watch a stinker every now and again. Except for Shades of Grey. That is the worst. It's like a clip show with like a very, very dumb narrative that's like shoved in sort of to make you feel like there's a point. Oh, and that episode where Geordi LaForge wears a morph suit because he's turning into an alien. That's in like season 4. It's awful. I forget the name of it. I think it won an award for visual effects because that was actually good back in the day. But holy cow, does it look awful. I think they used like glow-in-the-dark paint to make it look spacey.
Damn. High tech.
Mm-hmm. Troy, Skinwalker Ranch, if you're into the strange conspiracy theories at the moment. Oh, I've seen everything there is to see on Skinwalker Ranch.
It is very interesting.
Not to be confused with Skywalker Ranch. They're different.
Yep.
I also want to go there. I watched a 2-hour talk by the guy who purchased it. And he talks about all of the crazy stories of events that have taken place there. But he kept reminding everybody, oh, by the way, I was there and I helped with the research and stuff. Never saw anything. But then a metal wolf showed up that was 8 feet tall, and the family's kid pet it. But then it bisected a deer, and they shot at it, and the bullets bounced off. Again, though, I've never seen anything strange in my time at the ranch. And then a wormhole opened up in space.
It's all real. I'm sure.
Matthew Cheeseman, I feel sorry for the guy that has to clean the hollow deck, especially after Riker, so many bodily fluids. Yeah, I mean, presumably the hollow deck uses the same sort of technology that the replicators do, so I suppose it would just absorb the material and save it for future replications. Because it doesn't generate matter, it transforms matter into other things. Ooh, speaking of Star Trek, does anybody have thoughts on Lieutenant Barclay? I'm not sure if I'm a Barclay fan. There's some Barclay episodes I don't mind, but in general, Barclay is kind of cringy. Chevox, dork equals dumb orc. True.
Got it.
Dr. Rhino, our mission is to seek out intelligent life. Well, there it sits. Really good episode.
Life is but a Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Engage.
Star Trek is one of my favorite Star Wars.
It's a very good Star Wars.
Yeah. Wow. Can you believe that's 10 o'clock right now?
Wait, one
And
more.
you know
Jason
what?
M. What about when Dr. Crusher banged a ghost? Which time? Anyway, thank you guys for watching.
But I don't know. I could talk for, I don't know, like 2 more hours.
Yeah.
About random stuff, right? Well, I'm in luck because we're going to be switching over to our Patreon-only stream where you can actually call in and chat with us with your voice. During the stream, you can call in on Discord and talk to us. We all hop into a room and chat, and it's a lot of fun. We also have our Patreon critique episode coming out tomorrow. So just another great reason to join the Patreon. But we'll be back with another live stream on Monday at 9 p.m., so join us for that.
Yeah. Alrighty, everybody, except for the Patreon supporters, who we'll see in just a few minutes. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Tip, check out Picard versus Jordan. What? Okay, good night, everybody. And end.